What's up, little monsters? And today I'm going to be reviewing the different agents in Valorant. If you didn't know, Valorant is a closed beta only offered to US and Europe, made by Riot Games. It was originally called Project A in 2019, and now let's get on right to it. So let's go ahead and do Phoenix here. Phoenix has many different abilities, a lot of which I like. His C allows him to create a wall of fire. And you can move this C. So if you click and hold, you can actually turn it and stuff, which is really cool. So I can turn it like all the way to the left. So if there was enemies like right here and we wanted to go in this bomb site, I could sit on this wall right here and throw it. Then we have a clear sight to get right here, and the enemies can't even see us, except for just a tiny bit, you know? His Q is a flash. So he throws it around the wall, and if you throw it at yourself, you flash yourself. So say I misdo this and I throw it right there, I'm gonna blind myself. Another cool thing about his ability, let me find his place here, is say that I was behind this box and I knew there was an enemy. If you look up and you can throw it up, say I blinded myself right there, but if you look up, you can throw it up, and basically this person that was standing right here would be completely blinded by it. His third ability, which is the E, which you always will have at the start of a match, it's his Molotov, basically, is what I call it. It's like a same thing as Brimstones. You just throw it on the ground, and it creates fire that hurts enemies. Now with Phoenix, all his abilities heal him. So his Q is the only thing that blinds you and does not heal you. If I had damage HP, this would not heal me. But his C heals. As you can see right here in the bottom, his C is healing me right now. His E also heals. As you can see, his E is healing me right. And finally, but not least at all, is his ultimate. His ultimate, he'll leave a little fire thing right there, and basically this is a free life if you're Phoenix. You can run around for as long as the time duration lasts. Let me get into it one more time. As long as the time duration lasts, and you can shoot with it, you can plant with it, you can do whatever you want with it. It's basically a second copy of him. It's basically a clone, but it's like a Phoenix. And which is really cool how they incorporated something like a Phoenix, like he's being reborn again, which I really like. So, guys, that is Phoenix. Now let's go to the next character, Raze. Raze is a magnificent character. She, I feel like, is a little bit overpowered. She has her Q, which is a bomb, and if you stand right on it, it makes you jump. It has a time limit. I want to say about 5 seconds on it, but it does not hurt you, unlike rocket jumping with TF2 or any other game where you rocket jump. Her C is a bomb body bot, and it allows you to throw it out, and it will search a whole area. Now, if the bot scans you, it will run to you as fast as it can, and it will jump up and try to kill you. And explode in your face, killing you, dealing massive damage. It can do up to 150 damage. Her E, which I think is her most overpowered thing, is her grenade. She throws a grenade out, it explodes, and then 4 other grenades come out. And you can actually throw this up in the air, and have it explode in the air, and the grenades will still come down and explode once they hit the ground. And see, that actually does hurt me. Last but not least is her ultimate, which is this big ass rocket launcher. And basically, if you shoot it, it pushes you back a little bit, but it also explodes a whole area. So you can actually combo her ultimate with different things. So you can press a Q, explode it, and then shoot it from high above. Or you can hold it out, press Q twice, and then explode it for an even higher jump. Now you can combine her Q with different things. Like for instance, you could throw it, so you jump up and throw it up. Or, you know, just get vision on it. A lot of different things, a lot of cool things. So that is Raze, guys. Now this is Sage, which is my all-time favorite character. She's probably the best character for any kind of competition play at all. She has a wall, which if there's enemies coming in, she can raise her wall. and it prevents people. It takes quite a bit shots. It's a very hefty wall. The wall is super hefty. Like you could enter like a whole clip and a half into the wall, a whole clip into the wall, maybe a clip and a half, and it will finally die. Her Q is a slow. So if you go on it, you make crunchy noises and you slow. There's no way to get out of it whatsoever. I actually hate being in her slow because of how slow it makes you. Her E heals. Now there's nobody I can heal right now, I don't think. It lets me heal bots, but if it did, that would be awesome. Yeah, see, there's nobody I can heal right now, but what her E does, if she gets damaged, she can heal herself along with other people. She left clicks it to throw it and right clicks it to heal herself. Now her X revives people. So if there's a down person right here, you have to, like, say there's a down person right here. Like right here, this ladder's a down person. Basically, you would have to use her X to go up to this person and heal them. You have to be very close. You can't just heal them from far away. So that's a really awesome character, and then that's Sage. Next we have Sova. Sova has many different abilities. If, let's just say, his C, for instance, Sova's C. It allows him to have a drone, which he always has on his arm. And you can use the drone to scout an area, and then not only just scout the area, but you can shoot a dart at the person and it reveals their location. Now the drone doesn't last long at all. The drone probably lasts about 7 seconds, maybe about 5, 6, 7 seconds. This is as long as his drone lasts, which is really cool. And then you have his Q. His Q allows him to throw a shark arrow. Now with Sova's bow, which is in all of his abilities, he is allowed to bounce stuff. So he can literally bounce the arrows off the walls. You do it once, do it twice. So say there's an enemy that is standing like right here, right? And I know this dude's standing right here because some of my teammates told me, or I have intuition. I can bounce an arrow off that, and that arrow's gonna go right on him and hit him. And that's his Q. Another cool thing is, say a spike was playing right here, I can bounce it once and charge it up fully and have it come straight down, and it will kill an enemy who's trying to defuse the spike, which I thought was really cool. I don't know if they fixed it. See, that hurt me. So somebody's defusing. You can pop 2 of these, and basically it'll go straight up and come back down and kill them if they're defusing a bomb, which is really cool. With his E ability allows you to gather information. So for instance, say I don't know somebody's here. I can shoot an area and say that there's an enemy that was standing right here. I would be able to see him. And you can bounce it just like his other ability. So I could actually bounce it off those 2 walls and put it in a different place. Or I could, you know, bounce it off the ground. You know, bounce it off the ground and then bounce it off the wall. And there you go. You know, it's hidden. You know, they're like, oh shit, then they have to turn to shoot it, and by that time, I can come in with my pistol and kill them. Now with Sova's ultimate, he takes out a big ass bow, and basically he can shoot through walls and through pretty much anything. Even other people. It's just a crazy ultimate. But you are limited movement when it comes to his ultimate. And you see it has a charge up. And that is Sova. Now a Breach. Breach is probably one of the top tier players. He has a E, which allows him to use ability. Charges it up. It goes super far. And basically, anybody who's that area, let me show you. Anybody who is in this area. Oh, it doesn't do it to me. But anybody who's in this area, it gets like super stunned. Then you have his Q, which he shoots the wall and it flashes people. You can shoot it all the way back. You have a C with his aftershock, and you could shoot it through the wall. If anybody who is on the other side of that C can take a lot. I mean, not hers. Yeah, his C can take a lot of damage. So anybody on this side takes a lot of damage. It can do up to 150 damage. It has before. And last but not least is his ult. His ult allows him to push people back and disorient them. So he's very good for a supporting role. If you are stuck, if you're stuck in this right here, you're getting stunned just like his E. But not only is it like his E in the way it stuns you, it also like pushes you back. So it really disorients you. And that guy's is Breach. Alright, let's go Cypher. He's one of the another top tier, just it's gonna be used in competitive light. He has this coin chip and you can plant it, you know, pretty much anywhere. If you want to be clever, you can like, you know, try to plant it in a like, you know, a spot where like say this right here, like people aren't gonna think to look right here. Like they can pass it, yeah, but people are normally just gonna walk through it. You know, like through this second. He has his Q, which allows him to put down an invisible. All his shit's invincible too, by the way. Everything he has is invisible. He has a Q that allows him to detonate a. Basically, it's like a smoke, but it's bigger. It's different in a way that if you walk through it, your location will be revealed to Cypher. And I think the rest of the team, just like his C. His C allows you to basically see people. And once you activate this, you have to shoot it or it will stun you. It takes a while, which I think needs to be improved, but it will stun you. It takes like 7 seconds to stun you, but it will do it. Next is his camera. So his camera, say there is an enemy sitting right here. If I took his camera and I threw it right here, I could use his camera to see where the enemy is, so you can see where I am. And then I can shoot a projectile on his enemy, which they have to take off. And once I shoot that projectile on him, he will be seen. His location will be revealed through a wall. Which is really good. It's a really good tool to have. And I can always pick it up. And like I said, all of his things are invisible. So, it's visible right there, but then it turns invisible. It turns into this little invisible orb right here. You can't see it if you're an enemy. You don't even know it's there.
Give me a corpse.
Next, he says my all-time favorite thing, which is his "Give me a corpse" line. I love his "Give me a corpse."
Give me a corpse.
Give me a corpse! I really love that. That's awesome. Basically, if there's a dead enemy right here, I would look at him and press X, and I throw my hats onto this character, and it gives me the locations of all the enemies. So very good about getting a location. And that, guys, is Cypher. Alright, guys, this is Brimstone. Brimstone's ability are really cool. He has a C that allows him to do a combat stim. It allows you to shoot a lot faster. Let me grab a Spectra. It allows you to shoot Spectra a lot faster. It's not just a Spectra, but it allows you to shoot a lot faster. And if you go out of it, that's how fast I can shoot, right? Now watch. A lot slower now. And you can actually go out of his stim beacon for a good period. So say like there's an enemy right here. I go in his stim beacon. I can actually still be combat stemmed for a little bit after I'm out of his stim beacon. It's about 3 seconds. This thing lasts a little while too. Next is his Q, which is his incendiary grenade. Basically, it lights up an area for about 7 seconds, or no, 12 seconds of damage, and it hurts a lot. So you can see it took a lot of damage just me standing in it for 2 seconds. I took, what, 19 damage for standing for 2 seconds. Alright guys, next is his E. His E allows me to smoke off an area. So say there was an enemy that was about to come in from here. I would be able to smoke off the area. I could smoke off this area just so, you know, any damage. And say I knew there was an enemy back here, I could smoke them out so they wouldn't be able to see at all. And I would be able to move freely onto the site. So his E is really good for controlling the map and having map control. Last but not least is his X. Say I knew, for instance, there was an enemy right here. I smoked him out, but now I want to kill him. Well, his X basically does an orbital strike, and it allows you to destroy a whole area. They have to jump out of that area. Let me put it on myself just a little bit. So it does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage. As you can see, I stood in it for 4 seconds. I almost died. And that, guys, is Brimstone. Alright, guys, this is Jet. Jet has awesome abilities. She has a C that allows her to throw smoke. So she can throw smoke right there, and she can block off a site. I really like to use her abilities to like throw smoke like up here. That way you can see people's feet, but they can't see yours. If you throw it right, you can actually get it to where like you can see people's feet, but they can't see yours. Especially if you were like standing up on something and you threw it up here, you would be able to see people's feet, but they wouldn't be able to see yours. So you could easily get some free shots on them. Another cool thing about her C is she can move it. So if you click and hold C, you can actually turn it to go where you want. So say that I was in here. So say I wanted to block off this little area right here. I can actually hold it and I can move it to where I want to block it. So I can even block out longer areas, you know? So you can really use her ability if you have the map knowledge and the ability to do so. You can use it to go around corners and stuff. So I can block that off if I wanted to. I'm all the way over here and I can block that off, which is really cool. Really dope. I like her. The next one is her Q. Her Q allows her to basically fly. Now you can't do it this many times in a match. You can't do it that many times in a match. But what you can do is you can do it twice. Sorry, I took fall damage. So if I wanted to, and if I had the ability to, I could get up here and kill somebody right there if I wanted to. You know, normally they have boxes around, so you could get up on a box. You could get up on a box if you wanted to. The next is her dash. Her dash allows you to dash pretty much any direction. You can dash diagonally. You can dash forward, dash left, dash right, and even dash back. You can combine her abilities also. So you can jump up and dash. I'm all the way back here now. You know, I even passed this little archway. So if I wanted to really, you know, get into a site, I dash to the doorway. But from up above the doorway, which is really cool. The last but not least, her ultimate. Her ultimate allows her to have 5 knives, super accurate knives. Normally if I shoot and I jump, I'm super inaccurate. But with her X, if I jump, I'm super accurate. No matter what I do, I am always accurate. Even if I run, like I can run, and I'll still be accurate. I can it always hits right where your thing is. Now that's just the one part of her ability, her ultimate. Her ultimate also acts like a shotgun. So the further I get away, the more the spread becomes. So that is Jet's ultimate. Alright guys, now for Omen. Omen's abilities are really cool. He has a Q that allows him to steal somebody's sight, so I can steal somebody's sight behind there and then go and kill him if I wanted to, if I knew somebody was right there. He has a teleport that allows him to teleport on top of places if I wanted to. He has a E that allows him to shoot a cloud a certain amount of distances, can go on the ground if you need be. Basically, it goes wherever you want it to go. So he can shoot it up there. And a good thing to have about Omen is if he shoots a cloud up in the sky, it falls. See how it's falling? So it will fall. It is pulled by gravity. And then finally it lands. So it's really cool. His E is really cool. And you can do it through walls too. So I know there's a doorway there. I can shoot that through the doorway, let it travel, and now I got half that doorway covered. Especially if I knew there was an enemy behind that wall right there. So his E is really cool. Really like his E. It allows you to put a certain amount of distance on it. You can even throw it above that doorway and then let it fall down. Let it fall down. And there you go. You got the whole doorway basically covered. And some room to walk out right here. Last but not least is his ultimate. It allows him to teleport anywhere around the map. So say there's an enemy right here, and I want to teleport right behind him. So I would teleport right here, right behind him. Then I can come out and kill him. So that is Omen, guys. Last but certainly not least is Viper. Viper's abilities are amazing. I really love Viper's abilities. She has her C, which allows her to shoot poison on the thing, which hurts you. Does not do like any other damage but true damage to you. But her other abilities do decay damage, which decay damage, I can get it to do. This decay damage, if you see, it doesn't work because it's her. But normally right here there'd be decay. And your health will go down to 1. It wouldn't kill you, but it would go down to 1. As you can see in my middle screen, it says toxins low. Once my toxin is low and I don't have any more toxins, it disappears. So you have to be able to manage that accordingly. Next is her E. She has a bunch of emitters on her arms, and she shoots them out. Now if you pray E, it does a straight line. Once this is activated, it stays there. So that's her E. Her ultimate allows you to create a big ass smoke cloud. So this little area, this little area right here, will all be covered in her smoke. And she can walk in it. Anybody who enters it will get decay damage. So it's really good for holding a bomb site. If you wanted to hold a bomb site, this would be the character to use. Definitely, most definitely. Alright guys, that's my review for all the agents in Valorant, and make sure you give this a monster like and monster subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip flop. Monster Claw out.